that's not an easy thing to do. I know that. And I know there's something we run into, and we got expenses to live, but there should be a plan, okay? I've always taught my kids to have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan with your finances and your life. And you can always change it.
Yeah.
You can change it.
Yeah.
But you can say, hold on a second, I'm going to make a change here.
Right.
But if you have a plan, if you don't have a plan, you won't know when you get there.
Right.
Okay? It's like leaving without knowing where you're going. You'll never know if you're there. And the same thing in life. If you don't have a plan for your life, a plan for your children,
Right.
and change the plan if you need to change it.
Yeah.
But say, all right, here's our plan.
Because things happen. You may have a baby. You may have a car.
You might
wreck,
hit a deer. Okay?
You never
and you're
know.
saying,
Yeah.
all right, I don't want to have no payment. I don't want to have this. I'm going to work my way through these things.
Right.
I'm gonna see an end to this thing in my life financially.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get out. But most people, and I'll tell you this, and I know this is something that I know you battle with too. A lot of people that I see that go through a lot of struggles don't ask for advice.
That's pride.
Okay?
Pride.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
It's true. It really is.
Yeah.
With my struggles, my dad was disabled at a very young age, so we never had nothing. We were poor. So my mom and dad really never had any money.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, time my mom would pay the rent, the electricity,
Right.
water, whatever, push some groceries. That's it.
Right.
There was no, let's go to the movies, let's
Yeah.
go out to eat. We go on family vacation and we save up for 6 months just to have the gas money, and
Right.
then we go stay at relatives' house and live off them for a week.
Right.
Well, you didn't go to a hotel or the beach. The first time I ever went to the beach, you took me. The first time I ever seen the beach was when you took me. I think, and that was a lot of mine too, because I never, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you've done well. You're smart, and your children watch you, and you're a strong presence too. In their life, you're a strong presence. And that makes a lot too. But pride gets in your way a lot of times. You don't want to tell people what you're going through, but
Right.
you should put your pride aside and go to, like you said, you need to go, whether it be, it don't go to somebody that's struggling just like you are.
Because they'll join with you.
Yeah, because they're not going to help you.
I'll cry with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
go to somebody that you see that's doing well or seems to do well,
I got a friend of mine, and I'm not real big on planning on some things. I mean, I look ahead. I try to keep 1 foot where I am and 1 foot in the future.
Yeah.
And so that way I know where I'm going, and I can sort of look toward the future. Even though I'm 65, I'm still looking toward the future. And I think about things in our lives that we say, but I ask for advice, and I talk, Dwayne and I talk twice a day a lot of times, or more than that a lot of times, and we talk. And my mom, I talk to her, and Janice and I talk a lot. And I talk to my kids and say, Colson's very opinionated. I talk to him about stuff and say, I'm thinking about this. What do you think? Everything I get with him, he says, now you won't need another car old as you are. He said, this one, you don't need to buy nothing else. He's forever
he's
telling
thinking
me.
about the wheel.
Yeah, he's
That's
forever,
what he's thinking about.
I told somebody the other day, I was talking about you. I said, I was talking to Mom this morning. I said, when I die, you talking about a yard sale. I said, because I've got a lot of stuff. Little stuff, and in my shed, everything is labeled and organized. I said, but stingy as Colson is,